Hey guys, Corey Scott here once again, and I want to talk to you about something, and I want to explain something that, quite frankly, I've never even understood myself. But here it is. It's this concept of taking a case for somebody else. And what I mean by that is you have two friends, you have one person, solid, upstanding citizen, never been in trouble. You got another person been in and out of the courts like a revolving door, this case, that case, on probation, on parole, etc. And so these people are friends, they ace boom coons, they're road dogs, they're buddies, they're crew, whatever you want to call them, whatever the latest name is for it. But here's what happened. Here's the context. So these people are cool, even though they're like night and day. One never been in trouble, one always in trouble. So they're together and something happens. They get stopped by the police, and maybe there's weed in the car. Maybe there's some other illegal drug. Maybe there's a gun in the car. I don't know. But something's going on, and somebody's going to have to take the blame. And so this is what happens when people so-called take a case. That means that the person without the trouble and the bad background will sometimes say, you know what? I'm going to own up. That's my gun. That's my weed. That's my stuff. I'm going to take this case. I'm going to take responsibility for whatever the illegal stuff is. And so, sometimes the police are cool with that. Okay, you're going to take ownership of it. You're going to go down. You're going to get this arrest. And this is your case. And the other person goes free. The theory being this: I'm going to take a case for my buddy, because if my buddy gets in trouble, maybe he's on parole, maybe she's on probation, she's going to be in a whole lot more trouble than I would, because I have a clean slate and they don't. Maybe they're that one strike away from going away for a long time. So I'm going to step in. I'm going to be the so-called bigger person, and I'm going to take the case for you. Here's the problem. You never know what's going to happen in the future. So that case that you take, and I've seen this play out over and over again, to where somebody, here they are down the road, they had no idea they were going to have these issues with the law. But here they are now, and it's some years later, and now they've been charged with some major felony. They've been charged with what's called the habitual, which means that, man, you got 3 of these cases, you got X amount of cases, and now you're going to go away for a long time. And here's what the person says all the time. He say, man, Mr. Scott, I can't believe this, because this one case or these 2 cases, they weren't even my cases. I took that case for my boy, or I took that case for my homegirl. You know what? As far as the law is concerned, as far as these judges are concerned, as far as the courts are concerned, it doesn't matter. So here's my word to you. I don't care how close you are. I don't care how tight you are, and her mom is just like my mom and all of that stuff. Listen, never ever take responsibility for a legal case if you haven't done anything, because you never know how things are going to play out in the future and how it may impact your future. You may end up being the person that goes away for a long time taking the cases. Here's my word to you. You don't have room to take a case. You don't have room to take responsibility for something that's not yours. Don't be a fool. If you didn't do it, you should not own up to it. I'm going to say it again, because I kind of like that. If you didn't do it, you shouldn't own up to it. Stop taking other people's cases.